What is that? This is what we did last time. Tansanji ger, the verb, pronoun, and gern. What is Tansanji gern?
Do you dance?
Do you like to dance? This gern is an accent which is referring to like. Tanzen is the verb, Z is the pronoun. Tanzen Sie gern. If I want to ask something casually or informal or someone to junior, so what is the form I'll use? Tanzt du gern. Tanzt du gern. This is what, which is our today's agenda. That's our today's agenda. So I'm going to share my screen again. And this time I'm going to pop up whiteboard over here. So today we are going to talk about verbs and conjugation. My handwriting is pretty bad, so please bear with me on this one. We have two types of verbs, regular what are my regular verbs and what are my irregular verbs. Regular verbs are those which follow a fixed pattern of conjugation. Fixed pattern of conjugation. So when I say fixed pattern of conjugation, let's say my all German verbs are divided into two parts.
Masculine and feminine.
No.
Right? Okay.
This is my first part. This is my second part.
And a very small thing. Conjugation means the match or
Breaking.
match of break. Okay,
Breaking.
breaking.
So he does, she does, I do, we do, but with he or she, we use that does, right?
Yeah.
That's the conjugation. So Stamm, and the last part, we call it Endung. Endung means ending. All German verbs end in either, we have three types of endings. Either these verbs ends in en or ln or rn. These are the possible endings of all German verbs. There is not going to be any other ending. Three endings: en, ln, and rn. Okay. So let's suppose I have a verb called kochen. What is the Stamm in this kochen? What is the Stamm? What is my ending?
Ian.
N. Cock is stump.
Cock is the
Correct.
stem.
So this is going to be my Stamm. This is going to be my ending. Cock is going to be my Stamm.
Stump.
Now, important. When we break a verb in German, and verb we are talking about regular verb. When we break a regular verb in German, it's Stamm remains constant and only ending changes. Okay. That means when I say that is kochen, if I break this kochen, ish, do, er, z, s, wir, ear, z, and z. If I break this one, Stamm is going to be constant for every pronoun. Constant. We do not change the Stamm at all. Which verb we are talking about here? We are only referring to
Endung.
Regular.
regular verbs.
Regular.
Regular verbs. Now we pay attention to the ending, and it is very easy to learn the ending. What you need to do, please remember this verb. What is it?
Testen.
Testen. What could this possibly mean? To test. We just need to remember this verb, and I have the possible endings. In this verb, the ending of these verbs are hidden. Now with ish, we always use e. Ish tanze, ish koche, ish gehe, ish schwimme. What the verb is singen. Verb is singen. What will be, how will I say I sing? Ish
Sing.
singer, correct. With do, we write st. With do, we write st. With rgs, we write t. With wear, we write en. With ear, it is t. With z and z, it is en. These are the endings. Now I go back to the verb testen, and I will try to say how testen. So I have this t, I have this e, I have this st, and I have this en. T is used for r, z, s, and ear. If you see that, e is used for ish, st for do, and for the rest, wear, z, and z. See how easy it is to memorize all these endings. Just break this verb in 4 parts. T is used with RGS and ear. E we use with ish. ST we use with do, and EN for wear and this one.
You mentioned RN and LN also.
Correct.
So
Any
this is
verb,
also
same thing. R and LN might not be regular.
yeah.
This is the general formation of a verb. And putting that Stamm and Endung together, this form of the verb is called as infinitive verb. Till the time the verb is not conjugated or broken, it is going to be called as infinitive form of the verb. Okay, infinitive form of a verb is the not broken form of the verb or the original form of the verb.
Okay, so if it is in a matched, means both stem and endung is there, then in this case it will be an infinitive, right?
Correct. If we pay attention to this part, every verb, you can just see what is the ending.
En.
En.
RN. Somewhere you might see EN. Everywhere you see. So this form, what is this original form known as? It is known as infinitive form. infinitive, 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 infinitive. If I break these verbs, let's suppose I am trying to break the verb lernen. Ich lerne. Du lernst. Er lernt. Wir lernen. Ihr lernt. Sie lernen. These forms are called as conjugated forms. This is my infinitive form.
So if we have ish, do, er, where is there with the verb, so it is conjugated, yeah, or only these are like
No. RZS, these are the pronouns.
Yeah.
These are the personal pronouns. This is my verb.
Correct.
How the verb will be used when it comes with ish. Every verb in German is going to carry E in the end. If I am using it with ish. Say for example, I have a verb means liegen. Liegen means to lie. You keep lying on the bed. So ich liege. I will remove en and I'll add e. Always remember, no question is bad.
Yeah, this is what I'm asking. So liga, the word is a conjugated form, right? Where we have added e.
Correct.
Like so here in coca, right?
Correct. So these all are conjugated forms. This here is my infinitive form. Now, let us suppose I have these following verbs. Schwimmen, gehen, singen, and finden, suchen, wohnen, kommen. I have these verbs. How do I conjugate? What could schwimmen means?
Swimming.
Correct. It is to swim, to go, to sing, to find, to search, to live, to come. Ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, sie. How will I break these verbs? One by one. Okay, Praveen, please try to break the verb schwimmen. Or let me just assign this thing. This schwimmen, Praveen, you are doing it in your notebook and you are sharing it on WhatsApp right away. Gehen, Rahul is doing. Singen, Mamali will do. Finden, Nadeem. Anushka is going to do Zuken. Ramana is going to do Bonan.
I'm hard to pronounce this word where we have T. and st in end. Could you please help me to pronounce this?
Which one? Do.
So the Finden. So
Findest. Findest.
Findest. And what about only T?
Findet.
Findet.
Correct. I intentionally gave you this verb. So another exception. Whenever you see the verb and in ten or den, like Finden, are by 10. This form, the do, RGS and ear, they are going to carry EST
Okay.
because we need to create clear sound of den and ten. If I am not adding E between them, sound cannot be created. So it will be Finten, Finst, Finst, Findest. The sound is not going to be there.
Okay. So in that case, for ish it is fine. It's a finde, right?
Correct.
With ish it's a finde. With do it's a findest.
Findest, correct. Absolutely right.
And the spelling is FINDST.
DEST.
EST. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to use E, one more alphabet E here in that
No,
case.
so ideally what we do, we actually do not remove EN. We remove only N. Let E be there and just add ST. So that sound is created. Ideally, you are not adding anything. You are just not removing E. In this Gehen, what is my ending? EN.
Yes.
So I remove EN and add E. So this will be
Okay.
Geha.
Okay.
We have to remove the ending and add another ending. So we do, it's going to be
Gehest.
Geist.
Guest. Okay.
Gate.
Gate. Gehen.
Gehen.
Guest.
Gate.
Gate.
Gehen.
Gehen. Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay. We have to remove last en. Okay.
Manoj, can you repeat? Finden.
Finden. Okay.
So
Ish.
there are EST. There will be EST. So
Correct. Ish Finder. Do Findest. RGS Findet. Wir Finden. Ihr Findet. Sie finden. Correct.
So
Very good, Anushka.
So in which cases it will like that E will remain?
Only with the verb with TEN and DEN. You see, we did not remove E.
Okay.
Correct. We will not remove EN. We will just remove the N. Only for do, RGS and ear.
Okay.
Only for these pronouns.